Welcome to Principles of Management class. In today's class, we are going to learn about organizing. So, in this unit, the topic covers are types of organization, organizational structure, span of control, delegation, centralization and decentralization, staffing, sources of recruitment, selection, definition and selection process, training, definition, and types of training. So now we look at this type of organization. So before going to learn about types of organization, let us learn what is the definition of organization. So what is the meaning of organization? An organization is an entity such as a company, an institution or an association comprising one or more people and having a particular purpose and structure. So from this definition, what we understand is three things. An entity, in order to be an organization, has to fulfill three criteria. Number one is organization is a comprises of group of people. Not if one person is there, it's not an organization. It comprises of group of people. Second one, it should have a purpose, goal, or objective. So organization should have a purpose, goal, or objective. That's the second criteria. And third one, it should have a structure. Okay, structure means like a organizational structure. We call like a manager, supervisor, staff members, workers, like that should have some organization structure so that people know who they are reporting to. So these three, if it contains, then it is called as an organization. So I will repeat again, an organization should have three things in common. One is it should have a goal or purpose. Second thing, it is an entity which comprises of group of people. And third one, it should have a proper structure. So that is called organization. Now we go into types of organization. Organization is designed on the basic principles of labor and span of management. As I told you, people are there in an organization to work, and it have span of management. So the following are common types of organizations. There are several types, but we look at the three most common type. One is a line or scalar organization. This is the very oldest form of, earliest form of organization. Second one is called functional organization, and third one is a matrix organization, which is like a what do you say, latest or recent trend is a matrix organization. Now first we look at the line organization. As I told you, this is the very earliest and oldest form of structure in an organization. Line organization is the simple, and it's very simple, straight forward, and the oldest type of structure followed in an organization. Under line organization, each department is generally complete self-contained unit. It means that the duties and the responsibilities, not necessary they have to coordinate and cooperate with other departments. So they have everything within the department, which is enough for them to function. That's called a self-contained unit. Not necessary it has to depend upon staff members or employees from other department. A separate person will look after the activities of the department, and he has full control over the department. There may be a supervisor or manager, that's a person in charge for the department. So he will look at each and every aspect of the department. The same level executives do not give or receive any orders among themselves. So when the executives or managers at the same level, they usually don't give orders or receive orders from their colleagues. Colleagues means the people working at the same level, but they receive orders from the immediate boss and give orders to their subordinates. So even though they don't give among their colleagues, but they have the power to give order to the subordinates, and they are, they need to report, or they need to all, receive the order from their immediate boss. Hence, all the heads are responsible to the general manager. So all the departmental in charge will be reporting to the GM, who is a general manager. In turn is responsible to the shareholders, who are the owners, and then the GM will be reporting and will be responsible to the owners or the shareholders. Now we look at the characteristics of line organization. The first one, it consists of direct vertical relationship. As you know, not much about horizontal. It's all about vertical, whether the flow of information or flow of command. So it's always a flow from the top to bottom. So the authority flows from top level to the bottom level. Okay, so it's more vertical type of thing. Departmental heads are given full freedom to control the department. As we discussed earlier, the person in charge of the department, they take care of all the aspects of the department, and they have the full freedom to take their own decisions. Each member knows from whom he would get orders and to whom he should give orders. So these staff members, they should know, I mean, who will be giving order to them, okay, and who they can give order to. That's to their subordinate. A senior member has direct command over his subordinates. A senior member in the organization has a command over the subordinates. Operation of the system is very easy, as it is very straight forward and simple. Okay, the organization, there is no complication. It's very easy. Existence of direct relationship between superiors and subordinates. So what happens, since the order is given by the a manager or supervisor to their immediate subordinate, so there is always a communication, and this may lead to a good direct relationship. Not necessarily good, but they have a direct relationship with their subordinates. In other words, they know their subordinates personally very well. The superior take decision within the scope of his authority. So as a superior, they have the rights and freedom to take a decision, and they have been given the authority to take decision anything pertaining to the department. So now we see here the line organization. This is a classic example. If you understand this organizational structure, then you would have got you will get a very good idea or clear idea about organization. Here it's a sales manager, and then they have a salesperson A, salesperson B, and salesperson C. So this salesperson may report to the owner or the shareholder, but the owner may not be present, but the person in charge is all the time here. He will also not only in charge of the salesperson sales performance, but he is also in charge of the accounting of the accountability. That's I mean, how they are productive or not, and their discipline and all those things. So here the sales manager, even though the title given sales manager, he will be doing the multitasking of he will take care of the sales target given to the subordinates, ensure that they are achieving the target. That's one thing. Second thing, in terms of recruiting them, fixing the salary, and then following up with the disciplinary action and all those things, the manager will take charge, take responsibility, and he will be reporting this to the owner or the sales owner or the shareholders. So this kind of organizational structure is very common in small shops and all those things. When we go to the bazaar, small shops where they are selling clothing or garments, you can see a person in charge. He may be a manager or supervisor. Under him, two, three sales girls or boys will be there, or young people or old people will be there. So the person or manager not only teach them how to sell, how to upsell and all those things, but he also takes care of them, discipline them, motivate them, calculate their salary and pay all those things. As you seen earlier in the earlier slides, he is also doing the multitasking. He may not be a specialized in HR, but he will be doing the the functions of HR, functions of what do you say, the accounts or finance staff. He will also do the functions of sales and marketing. So a manager is not just a sales manager, he is the whole in charge of everything. So this is, as I told, discussed, this is a very earliest and very simple to follow system. Then we go to the second types of organization, that is called functional organization. As you know, usually the departments in the organizations are classified or divided on the base of functions they do. Like someone producing a product, so they will come under production department. Someone who is in charge of all the accounting aspects, money aspects, so they will be under accounts or finance department. So a staff who is like recruiting people and taking care of selection, motivation, training, and all those things. So those staff will be under the HR department and training department. So that is called a function. So usually organizations are uh, big companies, especially they if they are the classified or divided based on the function, then that type of organization is called functional organization. So under line organization, a single person is in charge of all the activities of all the concerned department. The person in charge finds it difficult to supervise all the activities efficiently. The reason is that the person does not have enough capacity and required training. As you seen earlier in the line one, as I told you, even though the manager may be in charge of sales manager, but he will be carrying out of the functions of other department like accounts and finance and HR department, production department if necessary. So he will be doing everything. So sometimes his efficiency may not be there because he may not have that much thorough knowledge about all the functional departments. So he may go or require some training. Okay, but under the functional one, they have their person who are a specialist in that particular area or particular field. So under functional organization, various specialists are for various functions performed in an organization. These specialists will attend to the work which is common to different functions of various departments. Workers under functional organization receive instructions from various specialists. So what happens? The worker will receive information, the orders from their specialized people. The need for functional organization arises out of complexity of modern and large scale organization. As I told you, when the organization grows, then what happens? The work become very complex and more, what do you say, specialized. So in order to handle the specialized work or activities, organization requires the people who are specialists in the particular department or per field. A desire to use a specialization in full and to avoid the workload of line managers with the complex problems and decision making. So what happens if the specialist there, they are well versed in their area of expertise. So any complex problems arise out of the especially the technical aspect, then this specialist would be in a situation to handle and solve it. Now we see the characteristics of functional organization. The work is divided according to the specified functions. As I told you, if it is like matters related with accounting, statement, entries, book entries, and all those things, so it will be given to the accounts department. If it is related to the production department, like producing from the raw materials and all those things, it will be given to the production. And any disciplinary of recruiting of the staff, training, that work will be allocated to the training department and HR department. So functional authority has right and power to give command throughout the line with reference to a specific area. So as we see, the manager in charge of that functional department, if a production, he has a right to give command to the people working under him in that particular department. The decision is taken only after making consultation with the functional authority relating to this specialized area. Since they are specialized to say any decision, they will have a meeting among themselves. The person who is specialized in that, then they will take a decision. Now we see functional department. So here we see president. The term president is usually an American. So in British word they use like a manager or general manager, something like that. So under that one, the president, they will have a manager for R&D, that is the research and development, then finance manager, the marketing manager, and division product is that something like production department. So we can see under R&D, design, development, and testing. So that is functional area of research and development. Under finance manager, you can see accounting, purchasing, and finance. So all the, I mean, the money related issues these people will deal. Under marketing, we have sales, customer service, and people who are doing work pertaining to marketing functions. And then under division product, so line supervisors, production teams, and distribution. So all the people who are involved in the production of a product, they will be under the production department. So these are the specialized functional areas. So they will have manager under them, they have a set of people who will be carrying out the specialized task. Then we see the third type, that is a matrix organization. A matrix organization is a structure in which there is more than one line of reporting managers. As I see earlier in the functional, for every functional department, there will be one manager only, but matrix will have more than one. Effectively, it means that the employees of the organization have more than one boss. So the matrix organization structure is complex but helps in achieving the ultimate goal, reaching higher productivity. It has various benefits. This types of structure is used in organizations which are diverse product lines and services. So this one you can find in the organization which is diverse, means different variety of product lines. As you might should now know, the product line means say toothpaste is a product. So product line, under the product line means toothbrush, then what do you say, mouthwash. So all these things are what do you say, product line. So if the organization has diverse product line, means so many in that particular product line, then they need to have a better to have a matrix organization structure in order to reach the I mean higher productivity and efficiency. It breaks the monotony and gives more flexibility to the organization. So what is the meaning of monotony? Mono means, single, one. So it gives up staff members multitasking like that to work in a diverse situation. So what happens, so the staff members no need to do the same thing, same task, or same work again and again. So employees work with colleagues of different departments who have their expertise in different functions. So what happened if in functional, one particular specialist, all the particular specialists in particular area will be working together. Here specialists of different department will be working together. Okay, when different people from diverse department work together, it helps to solve problems in a more efficient way. So what happens, people with a diverse background, area of specialization will have what I say, the issues they can solve very easily in an efficient manner. It does lead to overall development of employees, as each one is exposed to different functions apart from their core job. So they will be doing like apart from the core job, what they are doing, like a production means producing things, finance means this thing. They'll be, since they'll be put in another department, so they may learn multitasking, a different tasking. So this is also a sort of a motivation for them to learn something different from their area of specialization. So here you can see like same like functional department, HR, finance, IT, marketing, operation. But what happens here, there is a project A and B and C. So this is like sometimes like an architect company, when they get a new project in some other city outside their I mean headquarters, they pick up people from different departments like HR, finance, IT, and then assemble, make them as a team and send them to the new project. So like that, once the project completed, it may take a few months or years, they come back again to their headquarters, then they'll be again go back to their own departments or their own area of specialization. So this you can see here part project A, project B, project C. It not necessarily architect, even a company producing a new product, they may use this kind of matrix structure. So that's all for today's class. In our next class, we will discuss and learn about organizational structure. Thank you.